this much time to create an album.
Okay, it is a real place, yes.
Hell yeah.
White Collar Rhymes is exactly what it says. It's just, you know, people who work jobs and rap.
Online collaboration's great and stuff, but like the actual like feeling of being like in the moment and like creating like, yes, we got this, like let's go. And it's a feeling like nothing I've ever experienced.
White Collar bringing heat, we ain't even hit the peak.
It feels like we've known each other for years.
I've seen D-Bird on camera. I've seen his stupid little dab, and I hate it. I've seen Cody Nash, you know, jittery and amped up when he's excited about, you know, conspiracy theory he wants to talk about. I would have been more surprised if somebody behaved differently than what I've already come to know.
It's crazy to see you and you and you.
Soul of a golden god by my team, imagine the rapping and then wrote it off. No fraud, an MC and a sex beast. Trying to find a balance, truly excel when I spread cheese. Yeah, I'm what the internet needs, but what the streets hate. It's my birthday, come blow the candle out on this beefcake. Stop lying, tell the truth. I am legend, this is the bar you measure to.
We didn't think this was real.
Maybe we should all just link up and do some music together.
How serious are we about putting together an album and then having it filmed?
To be honest with you, I have no idea what the last mixtape is.
This is the last mixtape. This documentary is the last
Oh,
mixtape.
is that what this is?
That's what it's called.
Lord knows I'ma give it all I got. I'm never giving in. If I rise to the top, it'll pay off in the end. Sometimes I feel lost, I don't know where to begin. And trying to stop. Yeah, I can do this.
D-Bird just mentioned to me this idea of going out to a mansion in Texas and recording an album, and that's kind of right up my alley.
People who've never met before in real life, putting them in a house and saying you have this much time to create an album.
Okay, it is a real place, yes.
Hell yeah.
White Collar Rhymes is exactly what it says. It's just, you know, people who work jobs and rap.
Online.
All right. Enough of the intro. We're here. We're live. Welcome. Hello, everybody.
Oh, hi.
What's up?
Hey
What's
there.
up?
What's
How
up?
are we?
WhatsApp or what's up?
WhatsApp?
What's up?
Do you use WhatsApp?
I have two WhatsApp chats, one from my buddy in Spain and one from a personal trainer who moved to Sweden. Only for the foreigners.
Is it okay to call them that?
They would appreciate it.
Okay. Well, shout out to WhatsApp. What's up? We're here to hang out with the subscribers and whatnot. It's subscriber night. It's almost the end of October. We're getting close to the end here, folks. Sad.
Ooh. This is the best time, though. Fucking Halloween? Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Spook season is the best.
You guys have Halloween plans?
Doubling up. Yeah, I got a 30th birthday party on Halloween. Ooh. I've got a different friend's Halloween party, and I've got a 40th birthday party that Saturday on the 1st. So yeah, a lot going on.
You got a long span of age range there. Whole decade.
I know.
Dancing through the decades.
Hopefully the 40-year-old party will be a lot calmer on the liver, you know, partying like olds do. But it won't. We're doing karaoke.
I mean, probably won't have as bad of a hangover because you drink a little bit better liquor.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
I'm going to wait till November 1st and then buy all the candy on sale and then just eat it.
Send it to me for my birthday.
Dude. Speaking of candy, I want to get back to your birthday, Nikki, but I went to the grocery store and there was just a wall of Halloween candy. And I was like, oh my God, I'm feeling it. You know, let's do an impulse buy. Okay. Well, now which one? I picked out the blow pop bag of like all the charm suckers and all the shit. Holy fuck, was that a mistake? It's like,
why was it a mistake?
I think we talked about this before. Is like blow pop, best like outer candy coating, but that gum is bullshit. What like I'd rather not have to spit out a gum after like 1 minute.
You gotta,
Yeah.
you gotta
It's
get
like
the, you gotta get here.
Dice. Dice has always got the best candy.
You gotta get the box that's like this.
Look at it.
You gotta get the box that's like this, the display box, or you gotta get like the Charms bag. Don't get the little mixed assorted shit because those sit on like a warehouse shelf forever, and that's what makes
You
the gum
literally
all
have
hard.
a whole ass display box.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like this
decorating
is
idea.
normal.
Decorating idea, Dice. For every one of those boxes you go through, I'm sure it's like what, once a week. Put that in a shelf, just like box. I think that's beautiful.
Empty box repurposed here.
That's
Man.
awesome.
So instead of like a wall of beer cans or bottles, just do a wall of blow pop box.
Something out there for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can make it work. What's up, DJ
Yeah.
Tongue Hero? What's up, Nick Bonin? What's up, Kuiper?
What's up,
Great
y'all?
baby. It's cracking.
I'm
No
taking
licking today. Damn it.
What?
Like
No
my
licking?
licks.
DJ
No
Tongue Hero.
licking. That's odd. He's always licking.
He's been traveling the country. He didn't have time to lick.
Oh, where the hell are you licking at now?
Where the hell are you? Where are you looking at now?
The line of questioning here
Where are you
is
looking at, sir?
uncomfortable.
Mr. Nick Bonin. What's cracking? Kuiper. Got a rowdy chat today.
Oh shit. Dropping shit.
Hopefully that means that everyone got their songs in and that we have a lot of music to listen to today.
I hope not. I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. I haven't eaten.
Whoa.
You're like, God, can it be over already?
Right?
Strong start.
Can you people, not want to share your music with the world and have us enjoy it at the same time? Can you just not?
I mean, I want to listen to it.
And
Come
I'm somewhere in
on
between.
down. Share it away.
Nick Bonin, figure out your issues, or if not, let me know. See what we can do to help. Kuiper, I'm glad you like music. Are you going to continue making music beyond the age of 18? Is I think the real question that most folks in the Discord would want to know.
Nice to meet you, Kuiper.
That means
How
something.
weird. It'd be like Jordan hanging up his jersey in the 85 season. He's like, got 2 years in the league. Getting a little tired of playing ball here. Maybe I'll
Okay.
go.
Speaking of Jordan, question.
Yeah.
NBC or whoever is taking over the NBA broadcasting has hired Jordan as a commentator now. Are you interested or not interested in Michael Jordan, 62 years old, nearly 20 years removed from playing the actual game of basketball, adding commentary to the sport?
I'm indifferent because I'm not going to watch it either way. Like, I don't give a shit. I don't watch NBA games live. But I will say I like the idea of Jordan as a color commentator. Does it help or hurt his legacy? I don't think it can help. I think it has the potential to hurt. But assuming that he just, is entertaining and can talk with conviction, I think he'll be fine.
I don't think it hurts Jordan any, but I think the problem with the NBA is they have Charles Barkley, Shaq, Kenny Smith, Jordan, like all the people who are being drafted into the league now never saw any of these guys play a single minute of NBA basketball. So we're hanging on to these legacy names because, they're icons or whatever, but there's no acknowledgement of like, okay, we've kind of moved past these guys' era, and there's probably younger people who are more well positioned and closer to these guys actually running summer scrummages with them that could actually fucking, add some credibility to the commentary. But no, instead we Michael Jordan, he was a thing 30 years ago. Let's get him.
Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that all the way out of here. Get the fuck out of here with that. Here's why. Because it's all about legacy, right? It's all about like this maintains their relevance to the new audience. This gives them that platform to be visible and then have their highlights show up in front of a new audience. And honestly, fuck that. Do I want Joe Mazzulo highlights? Do I need a fucking Raif LaFrance?
Not Joe Mazzulo, but like I'm saying, like people who are more recently retired, like Carmelo Anthony, Gilbert Arenas, people who are hosting their own shows and being successful elsewhere because the NBA doesn't acknowledge that, hey, there's probably some guys that are recently retired that are just as recognizable and impactful on the sports world that we could have recruited than people that nobody has even seen play before. Like imagine Carmelo before Kobe died. Imagine Carmelo, Wade, Gilbert Arenas. I mean, Richard Jefferson is already doing it, but like imagine people who just recently retired within the last 15 years hosting and commentating, not fucking boring Chris Webber and Reggie Miller and Cheryl Miller.
That's not more interesting than Jordan.
Have you watched Gilbert Arenas' podcast?
I like Gilbert Arenas. He's a goofball. He's still not more qualified or more interesting than Michael Jordan. That's a huge
more
get.
Qualified to just commentate.
Legend. Yeah.
Jordan has no success as a CEO of an NBA organization.
Who better to comment on the inner workings of what makes a champion than the best of all time?
D Wade is a champion. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but he's not the best of all time. I'm just saying that there is.
He's one of the only basketball players I can name.
There you go.
What is Jordan going to talk about? How great Kwame Brown did the Washington Wizards when he drafted him?
I hope he shits on Kwame Brown so much.
Yeah, but that's the thing. On him. And that's Jordan's legacy as an owner of a team is like, okay, you drafted Kwame Brown. He had a long, okay career, but everybody essentially called him a bust. You can't name a single other player that Jordan drafted other than Rip Hamilton.
Arenas.
Okay. But but that's the thing. But nobody connects Jordan to Gilbert Arenas. In effect, I think Gilbert was drafted by the Warriors, not the Wizards.
Well, either way, they got him eventually over to the Wizards. Either way, all I'm saying is he's the best ever to do it. His name is still super relevant. He has his own fucking clothing line that like kids still wear. It's not like, oh, that's the fucking, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar kicks. It's like, no, they're still wearing these every day.
I feel like
now has a face in front of the TV. I think it's a good thing.
I feel like this is the equivalent of going in our lounge right now and asking, hey, would you guys rather listen to Nas or Cardi? And everybody's going to say, who the fuck is Nas? And we love Cardi. And you're hanging on to this Nas idea because Nas
objectively wrong. That's fine. They're objectively wrong.
Oh, I thought you were saying he was objectively wrong. I post it, check it.
Huh? Oh,
I was going to say post it and check it.
All right. I don't know why I got on that rant. Oh yeah, because you mentioned Jordan. Anyway, basketball season is upon us.
Jordan cards more expensive than ever. Market is blowing it.
Do you have any?
I have a one or two.
That's good. Congratulations.
You're like, aren't you like a Jordan lover? Like, I remember I had some Jordan cards in the storage unit. I remember your back wall in your office.
Yeah, there might be some.
Your old street room. Oh, there it is.
There might be some Michael Jordan, starting action figures, starting lineups.
All right, well, let's get the show rocking and rolling. Nobody cares about baseball. Kuiper, shut up.
I like baseball.
Now that the Mariners are out of it, I cared for like the few games of the series last time where it looked like we might go to the World Series, and then I went back to not caring.
Why would I want to care about a sport where they're gonna ridicule me and call me names for flipping my bat after hitting a home run? Oh, he didn't run the bases fast enough after he hit a home run. Unwritten rules are the death of that sport.
Baseball's a game of errors.
Me hitting a home run, flipping my bat, and then jogging slowly is not an error.
Why you being so cocky, bruh?
Yeah, look at Dice saying that he's gonna hit a home run and then flip his bat. Like, okay, fucking slugger.
Exactly, Nick. If you want to go to sleep, turn on baseball commentary. That will put you to sleep.
I think that any kind of talk radio does, though.
No.
I used to work for the sports station here. Try not to fall asleep at an event.
Whatever. Well, anyway, okay. Baseball season is upon us, Kuiper, for you, even though you're in Brazil and have no clue why you care. Well, never mind. I take that back because all of the good players come from down south, South America. And by South America, I mean the islands and lower.
Cal Raleigh deserved to move forward. But shout out, Kuiper. You could be our honorable or honorary Mariners folk.
All right.
Or something.
It's review night. We're here to review whatever the subscribers have and then chat with the subscribers. And if you're not a subscriber, we might just slightly ignore you, but acknowledge your existence. So first up in the queue, Swaglean has asked us to rate his fantasy football team. 10-man league. Currently, he is 3-3. So what we got here first, I guess I need to zoom in. Got his starters here. Got Dak Prescott as the quarterback.
We rate it all here, folks, not just music.
Questionable.
Whatever you put in there.
Okay. The Browns, and he's got a kicker. Okay. What's this other one here? What's going on over here?
That's got to be his bench. Yeah.
Yeah, this is bench.
bench.
Do we want to look at the bench? Okay, so he's got
Yeah, of course.
Jones. Okay.
Oh shit! I didn't know DJ Moore was questionable. I need to change my lineup.
He's got a lot of questionable folks.
Damn, he has Olave too.
You know, on paper, he looks like he has a decent team, but with a record of 3-3, it's telling me that other people have better, or the other people have lined up their matchups, I should say, better than he has.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Like, your bench alone is better than one of my leagues where everyone got injured. But, like, let's look at it. So, David Montgomery, he is right now getting overshadowed by Gibbs. Like, there is times where they allow him to do his thing and he gets some space, but kind of fucking not recently, because I also have him. So that's probably the one weakness here, but it is a favorable matchup with Tampa Bay. AJ Brown is also one of those that you're like, okay, he's either going to explode or get nothing. I know because I have him too. CeeDee Lamb's back, looking great. Trey McBride, one of the best tight ends in the game. I honestly would probably trade out Diggs for somebody on the bench. I forget, like, was it Addison? A-Chain, number one with a bullet.
Addison, okay.
Yeah, Addison might. I mean, I don't know why Diggs is questionable, but I
got to go check on his baby.
Toss up between them. Yeah. Honestly, out of 10, it has the potential to be a 9. I'm going to give it an 8.5 with AJ Brown and David Montgomery probably failing you and Diggs failing you. You also don't have a perma defense. I'm guessing you just stream whichever ones are on the waiver on the matchup side. I'm going to give it an 8.5.
Yeah, I think looking at this, the most unfavorable thing on this list is the defense. Everything else is like you said, it's hit or miss. It's either going to get you some good points or they're going to just not do anything that week and have you cursing at the screen and wondering why did you stake your paycheck on this shit. I give it an 8 because I feel like even looking at your bench, like Bird said, I feel like everything is totally dependent on you strategically putting the matchups in place for week to week. So 80% skill, 20% luck.
If Olave was
skill, 20%
not
luck.
hurt.
Yeah, I give it a 7. 8 when healthy. For sure.
Yeah, you got a lot of questionable people.
I think that you said that you're 3-3. I think that seems about accurate for what this is and how everybody's been performing. I mean, Dak It's obviously top tier when he's healthy, if he's healthy. And, you know, Diggs, Addison, good depth. But I feel like, I mean, Lamb, AJ, you got tops. You got a lot of tops. Even your tight end, you know, you have McBride. Like
Nick Bonin
you got
playing
a lot of
hardball.
top performers. What?
Nick Bonin playing
think
hardball, giving it a 6.33.
Ooh.
Just
He said,
fine.
and I know nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think that you got a good asset at quarterback when healthy. Like I said, when healthy, it's a good team. If they're not healthy, which these could all be people that could be very questionable at quite a few different times, then it's looking like a 7. But I think it's good overall. You have good depth and, you know, some of your, you know, with Diggs and stuff. But
Dak Prescott going to the Hall of Fame or no?
What has he done? What has he done?
That's
He
my
got
question.
paid
That's my
a
question.
lot.
He's just been consistently there, but Hall of
I
Fame?
think I wouldn't put him in there, but it's not up to me. I think this popularity's there and the paycheck's there. I don't think the accolades are.
I think we should make a push for like the next decade or so to get Bird credentials worthy of Hall of Fame voting and then see what happens.
I agree. I also think we should push to get me on defense, as Nick said. That man has vision. I could run around and like, you know, swipe at the knees.
After seeing what you did with after seeing what you did with your Achilles, I don't think that that's a good idea.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. I can barely
I've
hobble
also
around right
seen you
now.
cut open your thumb.
That too. Very injury prone.
Although I
But-
went through your deck, so who knows?
In
It's just
the,
a general thing of being around you.
yeah, I guess. It's a curse. It's like Final Destination.
All right.
Sorry, in the what?
In the butt?
In the Hall of Fame. You guys were
What
talking about.
in the butt?
Never mind.
Next up, some music. The Fallen Dove, Magnum Opus Beat, track 8. Remember Magnum Opus, Dice? Yeah, it was an album that you said you were going to work on, and then you got banned from the server.
Like how
Please
they
listen
speak
to
directly to you.
3 minutes because y'all stream's usually short on Wednesdays. Well, we usually stream the whole song.
But this is a
unless
beat.
Carry on.
We'll see what happens.
Here's what I'm wondering. Before we get into it, I'm just gonna say it out loud because I wonder if this goes through producers' heads where they're like, "Just wait for the switch up. Just wait for this one little tweak I did." And it's like, well, no, it's pretty much the same. Yeah, I can see how you tried to switch it up here, and like, yeah, in your head, you're like progressing the beat, and like you have to hear every second. But also, like, you can just kind of press play, say, okay, here's the verse part. Oh, here's the chorus. Maybe there's a slight switch up in the second verse, but for the most part, a beat should be consistent. So you can kind of get it within like a minute and 30 by skipping around. But, you know, who am I to say?
9 times out of 10, when producers tell us, like, wait till it gets to such and such part, it's usually underwhelming from a listener perspective. So I generally, I don't know, like you said, I'll be quiet. We'll just press play. Here's a One Night Stand.
it gets better. Wait.
I'm waiting.
At 3 minutes, you'll understand. Damn it, Dove.
Yeah, I don't mean any disrespect, but I got the gist of what's going on here. So here's my thoughts on this. It was way too slow to evolve. So like all the action that you had at the 3-minute mark, you probably should have just let off with that instead of like the slow incremental buildup, because I think that would have caught my attention way more than having me wait until the 2-minute mark before like all the percussion kicks in and everything starts to happen. You know, it's just, I feel like, and maybe Bird was kind of alluding to this beforehand, but like as a producer, you're producing this and you have this vision of what's going to happen on the track, and like, oh, this part is going to be great, and then this happens here, and explosion, semen everywhere, splash, splash, splash. And like from a listening perspective, this is just like an empty beat. It's just like a blank piece of paper with a little bit of scratch marks on it, and I'm just kind of waiting to see like the bold lines drawn in for things that actually starts happening here. But that didn't happen until like later in the track at like the 2-minute 45-second mark. So I would say lead off with the strong elements rather than just bring them in slowly piece by piece. Because of that, with the arrangement, I'll give it a 6.5, because I also think like the sounds are a little bit flat. It doesn't really feel like it doesn't feel dynamic. Like the sounds feel very stock basic-ish, and the arrangement doesn't make me excited out of the gate. The arrangement makes me less interested. So I'll give it a 6.5.
Yeah, I wanted it to be a little bit more exciting, but it actually sounded like a beat that I tried to make on BandLab like a long time ago, part of the guitar. So I can't hate on it because I'm like, oh, I see now, because my beats are ass, unless they're electronic. Then they'll just give you a heart attack. Excuse me. But I thought that overall, yeah, maybe speed it up, give it a little bit more variation. I did like some of the guitar riffs and the different notes and stuff. You know, it's not terrible. But I would just want more. Like, it's just not, you know, get the structure on point and everything on point to really get the production there fully, especially if it's going to be a 4-minute song, mate. Come on. You know, a little bit more originality and uniqueness in it, and variation, maybe just, you know, bump up the BPM a little bit. I don't know if you're using samples in it or if you're playing all the notes and all the instruments and everything on like a MIDI or anything. So I guess it's really dependable on that, but see what you can do. Maybe reverse some stuff. 6. It's not terrible.
Dice, can you go up to the fantasy football roster?
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with fantasy football?
The bench or the starters?
Actually, I like his running backs. Well, Woody Marks is the backup for Nick Chubb, who I needed to do a lot better than he did Monday. So that beat was like Nick Chubb, slow and not going anywhere. Full circle. Look, it took so goddamn long to get to the point, and this is kind of what I was afraid of, right? I was gonna give it the benefit of the doubt, but like when it's like, oh, just wait till the 3-minute mark. No one's gonna do that. You know what I mean? Like, we're doing it because, you know, we like you and you submit music to us for these kind of critiques and criticisms. But get to the point. Today, Junior. It takes so long to get to a part where you're like, oh, there's some cool stuff happening. I don't dislike the sounds you used. I think the 808s are decent. I think the snare could probably be a little bit snappier. It feels a little flat. My other issue with it is like, I like what you did with the other keys when it did finally come in. That was interesting. However, it was a little too much jazz and not enough production, right? It felt like you were just kind of doing a solo over this kind of skeleton of a beat. You know, you're Crip walking on a gravestone and you're like, you know, should we like maybe have some more formality, some more structure for this? Probably. So I would just say maybe rethink that section when you have all the layers going and get to it a lot quicker. So that could be a 2-minute song sped up with maybe some sections of the jazz solo you did, pick them out as the chorus. 4.
And to name a song that Crip walking on a gravestone. Bars.
Dab. It's been a minute since I've dabbed, so here we are.
All right, next up, Kuiper. Not me. This is Kerwall, my friend who I've been chatting with recently. His music is really nice, and he's joined me and Akai's collective. He's also from Brazil.
You're collecting Brazilians. Okay.
What is a collective?
Slaughterhouse.
The death of Slaughterhouse.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joe Budden. Shout out to Kerwall. Haven't had the pleasure of interacting with this young person, but glad that they're in the server. Let's see what they've got here. Next time, why don't you encourage them to post it themselves? I'm just saying.
Well, this is the subscriber chat, so he probably had to post it.
He can subscribe too. What the fuck?
That's true. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Yeah.
The collective is a group of musicians who work together. No label or anything, nothing legal. We're all just friends. Okay. So just guys. Got it.
I said I'll kill myself before 25. I swear to God that I won't be here, yeah, that time won't be live. I think that it's just so useless, so to give it a try. And I already know it won't work out, yeah, I know in my mind. But oh well, oh fuck, oh well, fuck, oh well, hiding in a sweater, I'm feeling better, and I wake up in the morning. My head starts pouring on blood. I don't think that it should. Oh well, cause like, what's gonna deny me? I feel it slightly in my chest, showing what it is. Oh well, I said I'll kill myself before 25. I swear to God that I won't be here, yeah, that time won't be live. I think that it's just so useless, so to give it a try. When I already know it won't work out, yeah, I know in my mind. But oh well, I'll kill myself before 25. I swear to God that I won't be here, yeah, that time won't be live. I think that it's just so useless, so to give it a try. When I already know it won't work out, yeah, I know in my mind. But oh well, fuck.
Shout out Brazil. All right. Well, I'll kick it off by saying I like the style here. I think he has a decent voice. The guitar is, practically Bon Jovi compared to Kuiper, your usual instrumentation. But like, it did feel like it was a little underperformed. Like, you can tell he has a good voice, but like, you could probably increase the energy a little bit. My biggest issue with this was the times where the vocals just cut out. Like, you literally took the vocals and then just like took the volume, and like, I can see it on the DAW right now, like click, click, and then let's bring this piece completely out. It felt like you were fucking with us. It felt like a troll, like an engineer who's like, I wonder if they'll notice if I just cut this section out altogether. Because you hear the dead space and you're like, oh, ew, like every time it's like, stepping on a worm with your bare feet. So dislike that, fix it. Never ever do that. If you do want to do cutouts, make sure to go like fade out and fade in very quickly without just completely dropping it out. That would be the biggest feedback here, but decent style, good introduction, a good part of the collective. 7.5.
You want to go, Nikki?
You want me to go? Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the cutouts were kind of confusing. It reminded me of a DDR song. I don't know. It just like reminded me of being at the mall, like 14 years old in an arcade, playing DDR. Like, yeah, that's what it reminded me of. It wasn't terrible. I thought that there was, obviously the cutout parts were a little bit confusing. I would want something there. Some of the mix was a little bit hard listening to. But I do think that, it still was pretty well put together. Just needs some corrections between the cutouts and the vocal tones and such like that. But I can definitely see what you're going for here. I'm at a 7 with this. But yeah.
Yeah.
It's a question mark because it's kind of a confusing song.
I agree with what Ray Stans and then Bird said. I feel like this was just underperformed and there's an over reliance on mixing to compensate for the lack of energy in your performance, because it's very I get the vision here. It's performed very stoically, like, okay, I'm deadpan flatline, but I'm talking about something that's like heavy emotionally, but it's lacking like feeling in the performance. Like you're so deadpan, like da 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 da, da. Like there, it's kind of just lifeless, and it, as good as it sounds sonically, it doesn't feel relatable on a human level. Like nobody's gonna sing like that. So I would say like be a little bit more enthusiastic in your delivery, but still go for that same tone. And I think it will sound much crisper. And then like Bird and Nikki said with the cutouts, like that's just poor mixing. Like especially when you're soloing vocals, it's very risky to just go full on mute, because now it sounds like a robot is programming the arrangement. So like Bird said, like you want to leave if you're going to go full mute, especially with the background music, you want to leave a little bit of like, again, even with the natural like voice stuff, like, okay, he's taking slight breath, like not to be breathy, like, but like fade it in and out so people can tell that you're a fucking human and not like a, Terminator coming to just sing about offing themselves before 25. I like the song. I don't like the performance. I'll give it a 7.
Versace. Yo. Yep, tonight is sub night. If you sub or tip, then we will play you immediately. Otherwise, you can hang out. We do have a free queue on Sundays that's also available.
All right. Next up, Nick Bonin, Burned, full demo.
Wow.
Thank you, Kuiper, for the gifted
It
sub.
was my 69th sub.
You can also gift. Absolutely.
I guess that means I skip to... No, fuck that, Kuiper. I'm playing Nick Bonin. Haven't heard Nick Bonin in a while.
Fucking dark picture.
Yeah, Versace, you can gift a sub. That counts just as well. So right after Nick Bonin, we got Kuiper, and then we got Versace.
Boom.
All you got to do is join the Discord, and then you can post it in the Sunday stream feedback. Just let me know what your Discord name is, and we'll grab it from there.
When you hovered over that, it said topic girl cock, which was somebody who submitted a song called Girl Cock. That's not a topic that's actively being discussed in Sunday stream. Just saying.
It could be.
I mean, you could
I
talk
don't
about
know.
it if you'd like.
Girl cock.
Y'all have Sundays are for the boys. I don't know.
All right. Here's Nick Bonin, Burned, full demo, not a half demo. Full ass.
Ain't no half stepping.
Versace's not into girl cock, FYI.
Yeah, we get all sorts of random shit on Sundays, I'll tell you that much.
I hate to question your intentions. I've been so burned. I've held my tongue, just holding on to uncertain words. I know the feeling so appealing. Wish I could learn that maybe everything's fine, and maybe I'm worth loving. I'm in the dark, but you bring me above it. I'm doing everything I can to fucking trust it. Yeah, I hate my broken mind, and that hatred makes chasing my heart feel blind. And all I can do is just put trust in you and hope we'll be fine. The more love I'm facing makes me scared you're faking it all the time. You say I'm safe, but I still flinch inside. Like every good thing's got a darker side. You're reaching out, I'm pulling away. I'll ruin these things, it's just my way. Trying to save all I can see's my name carved on a grave. Talking to me, you talk to my broken mind, and that hatred makes chasing my heart feel blind. And all I can do is just put trust in you and hope we'll be fine. The more love I'm facing makes me scared you're faking it all the time. The more love I'm facing makes me scared you're faking it all the time. The more love I'm facing makes me scared you're faking it all the time.
Right, it was Nick Bonin with Burned. Fuck it, I'll go first. I like the song. There's a I don't know what it is. Is it a phaser or something that you use on your vocals that gives it kind of like that I'm singing through wax paper effect? I think that you could take off and let it feel a little bit more natural. But I like the arrangement of the song. I like the feeling of everything, and I like the layers where you did dabble them in a little bit. But I think like the slight effect on the vocals, it kind of it makes me feel like the song isn't a acoustically sung song, and it should be geared more towards something else like dancing or a little bit more upbeat. That effect gives me that feeling when I'm hearing it. So that's probably the only thing that I would like nitpick on, but everything else I think is well done and pretty polished. Vocals very present and audible, so I like the clarity of that. I give it a very strong 9, because I like your more upbeat stuff, so I'm being a hater.
I mean, honestly, I kind of felt the same way. I didn't know how to put it in words. I just wanted a more upbeat song, but maybe you're right. Maybe it's that layer that like, oh, I'm supposed to be like raging right now, but you have this like kind of slow, kind of soulful guitar. So maybe that would change my mind if the vocals felt a little bit more raw. Obviously, yeah, insane voice, like the songwriting and the structure, like all of that is there. I just found myself not enjoying how slow the guitar was and kind of imagining it with like a more upbeat, up-tempo drums, you know? And I was like, oh, that makes sense in my head. But there was just this weird disparity with the guitar I didn't like. And I'll admit that's super nitpicky, but I think that's why this one song didn't connect with me as much as some of the others. So I'll give it an 8 for me personally.
Yeah, I liked this overall. I thought that it was emotionally raw. It felt like you had good emotional layering in there. And some of the more build-up portions of it, and then you had a good like single layer for the more like raw portions when you're pouring out your heart. You know, it was a sad song. Like, you know, you're saying you want to make it work, but then you're saying that you don't believe them and that they're lying, basically. Like, it's sad. It's an emotional roller coaster, and I think that you kind of really put that out there with the different, you know, strategic like layering that you did with the harmonies and stuff. But I do think that the Vox do need to come down just a little bit, and I do think that the build-ups are good though too. And I really liked it at the end too, how it kind of dropped out again and was, I don't know, you have really good emotional expression in the song. It conveys the mood really, really easily and well, regardless of, you know, for me, how slow the track is or anything like that. Like, I mean, I totally like Buck connected with it. I liked it a lot. I'm at a 9.
Yeah, Nick, it would just be more awesome if you could learn how to rap. I know that's your kryptonite is you can't rap.
If you question shit, don't believe it and know your worth. Anyways, believe yourself. If you question shit, you shouldn't be questioning shit.
Nikki, do you consume liquids?
Water and Red Bull and coffee.
Water and Red Bull? You know what that would go great with?
1 cup of coffee a day. What?
A White Collar Rhymes cup. Huh?
Yes.
Hey.
Whoa, shit. Would you look at that?
No, I went to order more of my pre-workout and they got rid of it. I'm like, damn.
Pre-workout.
Yeah, I had Nicky Joe pre-workout.
That's crazy.
What?
It was watermelon. Yeah, I left it in freaking Oregon.
Oh, sounds dope.
Yeah, Nick, we got cups. We got hold on, I got some other shit over here.
D-Bird shirts.
Yeah, we got mugs.
Your favorite WCR member?
Got one of these.
Nicky Joe sweatpants.
Got sweatpants. My kid is on vacation. He has my D-Bird beanie that I was gonna wear today. Got D-Bird beanies, hats, shirts. It's getting cold. Get some hoodies. Merch, bitches.
I got shirts too. I got a D-Bird shirt too.
All right. Looks like we got Loose Logic in the queue, but we got a couple of gifted subs. So first up is Kuiper, and then right after that we got Doza, which is Versace. So let's see what Kuiper's posted here. First ever Kuiper visual. Okay.
Oh.
Face reveal.
Are you gonna burn? Please burn a witch. Please burn a witch.
Bastards.
I didn't think you're really spending time away. I know in the end it's never gonna change. There's a found you crying about it in the rain. Every time I think about it, I'm insane. I'm a fucking lunatic, a fucking loser. Looking down the barrel, swear to God I'm shooting. Swear to God I'll do it. Fuck. Don't laugh at me, overreact. I could tell the blade till my blood is black. Such a peasant, I don't know like what's the matter. I've been still through the world in time, doesn't matter. It's slowly lifeless. Hate where you're going, cause I need more. Hate when you're crying, cause I get torn. This ain't a fallacy anymore. They're coming after me, it's annoying. Like it would matter if I'm a corpse. Hate that you're reminding me here every time. Feels like I've been slowly just crossing the line. Tell me what's the point blank place. I feel like it's running its course. No one even listens to me anymore. I'm a fucking peasant to you. I thought I was special till you wiped the floor. But the fucking brains are sitting and record. All I ever wanted was to be your one. And now I got them blaming you for shit. It's all according to the plan I had it. Now we're all good morning for you. Fuck. I hope they don't fucking carry you down. No one knows how I be carrying mine. Weight on my soul. This down. I feel so overwhelmed. I didn't think you're really spending time away. I know in the end it's never gonna change. I found you crying about it in the rain. Every time I think about it, I'm insane. I'm a fucking lunatic, a fucking loser. Looking down the barrel, swear to God I'm shooting. Swear to God I'll do it. Fuck. Don't laugh at me, overreact. I could tell the blame to my blood is black. Such a peasant, I don't know like what's the matter.
Who would torture you if you were the last person on earth?
Right, that was Kuiper with Unnamed Song, just a video. Your drums are like peaked out and it's washing away all the other sounds, and then the guitar is also still extremely loud in comparison to the vocals. It's like a consistent issue with you, is that the vocals are always kind of lost in the sounds. I like everything else about it. Like chat said, I like the balance between the screaming and the softer elements of the vocals, but I think the drums is the main issue, and then the loudness of the guitar and the quietness of the vocals in comparison is my other issue. So I'll give it a 7.
Yeah, man. That's the issue, man. You know it. The drums. It's just so peaked. But yeah, it's like I love the screaming. I love the singing. The songwriting, I think, stood out the most to me. Like, you have a real talent for writing songs. And I think you do this genre really well. When you figure out how to produce a song, you're going to be an issue. But yeah, it was held back by the production quality. The last thing I'd say is, like, as far as the video visualizer, I don't necessarily think that these random scenes where you're just kind of looking through a field are an interesting background for your lyric video. If anything, I'd rather have just maybe some, I don't know, some swirling colors, like anything. I don't know. To me, it just felt like you went out in a field for an afternoon. You kind of took your camera like this, and then you added, like, I can see it in Adobe Premiere. You just kind of added a couple different screens here and there. And you're like, this is kind of cool. I shot that at 1 p.m. and I shot this at 3 p.m. And now they're on the same screen. And it's like, but there's no purpose for it. There's no, like, visually, it's not doing much. It's not moving the story along. So it's just kind of there while you're struggling to see these white lyrics. So that would be my feedback on the video. Overall, again, I'm a fan. I like this. Production sucks. 8.
Your shit's blown the fuck out. You fucking sound like a crunch bar. You gotta fix that. Fix that mix. That's literally like the only thing I've ever done is fix that mix. Fix that mix. It's like just your vocal's great, but you need clarity. You need vocal quality on it and everything, and that's all going to be in the mix. I'm just going to be doubling down on everything they say because it's so hard to understand a lot of the stuff with the mix how it is, and it's just so grungy. And yeah, it's hard to listen to. So make it easier to listen to. Where it's at with the mix like that, I'm at a 6.8. It's a mix. It's so crunchy. It's so bad. I hate blown out shit. Sorry.
Right.
Probably shouldn't have said that.
Got Doza here. Welcome to the stream.
I love you though. I'm sorry, respectfully.
Album prep. Call me. Doza says he's the producer, vocalist, engineer, so any feedback will be helpful. Word.
That's what we do here.
Call me.
Unvarnished reactions.
When you looking and there's no one around, grab that phone right now and hit me, just press pound. When you looking and there's no one around, I'll hold you down, just grab that phone right now and hit me, just press pound. You Chardonnay, not talking rose. Girl, you the one, babe, don't care what them hoes say. Snitches with that bullshit, hit them with that Olay. Girl, I never Coldplay, you fresher than some OJ. And I just wanna hug you, squeeze you, kiss you, please you. I give it to you just how you like it, girl. You know you love to feel like your man is the nicest, so come and sit beside me and play the songs I write you, girl. When you looking and there's no one around, grab that phone right now and hit me, just press pound. When you looking and there's no one around, I'll hold you down, just grab that phone right now and hit me, just press pound. I'm a hot boy, I can see you rock words too. You be stunting on them hoes, that's what hot girls do. I don't blame you, we can hit the bedroom tango. You photogenic, let me get them bedroom angles. That waist on snatch, that ass on fat. Girl, you had to be a blunt to make me pass on that. Let's hit the dance floor, I wanna see you dance on that. Cause we flow together just like I rap on tracks. You ask anybody, girl, I got it like that. On Mike's side, bully, this a light rap to me. Love when you take it, then you bring it right back to me. Girl, tease me, I don't want it if it's that easy. And yeah, I hate to sound sleazy, but I'm just speaking my mind, do you read me? Yeah, it's been a long time coming, and it's about that time to make the block start jumping. Just when you looking and there's no one around, grab that phone right now and hit me, just press pound. When you looking and there's no one around, I'll hold you down, just grab that phone right now and hit me, just press pound. When you looking and there's no one around, grab that phone right now and hit me, just press pound. When you looking and there's no one around, I'll hold you down, just
Okay.
grab it.
That was Call Me by Doza. Anybody want to get in on this first?
Good, Nikki.
Yeah, I enjoyed your tone a lot, or the artist tone. Or this is the new person that just subbed.
Yeah, that's Versace.
Okay.
That's not the person who just subbed. He gifted a sub.
Okay. This is his production or his actual
Producer,
his
vocalist,
Producer,
and
vocalist,
engineer.
engineer.
Damn, triple threat. Sheesh. I'm sorry, that was probably loud as fuck. No, that was fucking great. I thought that was beautiful. I think that your tone, it sounds so good. I like how you, some of your even like just cadences, like your emphasis is on the words. You have a really, really good, true voice. You know, authentic, good, authentic emotion, and I like your tone a lot. I think that, you know, your structure was good throughout it. You had a really good flow. You were on, you know, time. You had a good smooth rhythm. You know, your patterns weren't like boring or anything like that. I think that this was overall a good song. I think that it sounds, I was stuck on your tone. I really like how your voice sounds. Sorry. But yeah, I think that this is good. I'm at minus 7.5 for where this is at. I think that you know, you could possibly just add, you know, for me, I'm always impartial with the samples, so I would like maybe bring back some of the samples that are singing the Call Me. But yeah, it's kind of about it. But I really, really like your voice. I think that you have a great tone, and I'd really like to hear more of your music.
Nice.
Yeah, I think smooth flow, polished delivery. Obviously seems like you're very comfortable in your writing and how you want it to deliver and sound. I think as far as the engineering, I think the vocals were way too present on top of the beat, as opposed to like what we heard from Kuiper, where the vocals get lost in the beat. I feel like your vocals were just very on top of it, especially with the vocal sample and the melody. I feel like you can kind of bring those closer together. That way we can enjoy the melody and a little bit of that vocal sample, but still hear you. But everything else I think was cool. Like, you know, never knowing who you are walking off the street, this would be something that I would listen to from start to finish. So I think, you know, great song, like great lyrical creativity. We always comment on people just, you know, saying like the lowest hanging fruit. So I think the lyrics were super catchy, and like everything else about it. I give this give it an 8.5.
Yeah. So here's where I'm at. I like it as well too. Insane voice, sound really good and comfortable over this beat. The flow's there, the delivery, and I like the writing as well. I think the suggestions I would have for you is that the beat did feel a little empty at parts, especially in the chorus. So I would say like maybe adding in some ad libs, could just fill in the blanks a little bit more. Whether you're like, call me or I'll call you girl or whatever, like say something in there to just fill in the gaps. I also think in general, the whole track feels a little low, like mastering wise. Like I turned it all the way up and I'm like, is it me? But like we've heard other songs that just had a more like neutral, natural volume to it. So I think overall the entire mix can be brought up. Let's see. I guess that's, I was just going to say, yeah, because the vocals were very present, I did hear some pops. It felt like on the mix of the vocals, it was a little sharp or a little bright. So I would say maybe like de-esser, taking care of the plosives. Like it did kind of come through when I was just listening to the vocals. And maybe some of that is because they are so present on the beat. But overall, great introduction. I enjoyed it. I'd give it an 8.5 too.
Word. Welcome to the community. We do this every Wednesday for subscribers, but we also have a Sunday show for free submissions as well. So if you got other stuff you want us to check out, we'll be doing this bright and early on Sunday morning.
8 a.m. Pacific. Ugh. Usually fucking hungover. See, if you want to see a dead body, tune in. Yeah.
Okay. Next up, got Loose Logic. And then we got a new entry from 32X.
Oh.
Yeah. If you want to gift another sub for another submission, knock yourself out. We'll listen.
You got a loose submission? What?
This is called Dopamine. Not to be confused with D-Bird Dopamine.
Oh, dope.
Dope. Pretty dope. I mean, wow.
Yeah.
Loose Logic not subscribed somehow in the subscriber queue.
Yeah, I'm taking notes. I've been hoping for this dopamine. My patience lost. Yeah. I'm collecting what's been owed to me. I'm one more. Hoping I'ma be alright. My glasses fall. Yeah. Catch me later on tonight. Yeah, I'm taking off. I've been hoping for this dopamine. My patience lost. I'm collecting what's been owed to me. I'm one more. Hoping I'ma be alright. My glasses fall. Catch me later on tonight. Yeah, been moving, thinking of paper, how to accrue it. Hop in the booth and think of the matrix, how to maneuver. Standing on business while I pursue it. Smile at the face of these cowards and losers. I entertain and empower the youth and do what I want, but they say I'm a coof. Damn, it's the truth. Yeah. What do they want from me? What kind of company have you been keeping? My passion is leaving. I'm famous from dreaming on while I've been suffering. Can you believe it? My state has been sober. I'm saying there's nowhere. I'm taking it over. Embracing the modes till shots get fired. I guess it's a flaming Homer. Why do they play it up? Due to this mode that there isn't philosophy. How can I say though? Is it mythology or is it fable? There's no apology brought to the table. I guess if it's driving itself, that there's nothing to say except that it's probably Waymo. Yeah, I'm taking notes. I've been hoping for this dopamine. My patience lost. Yeah. I'm collecting what's been owed to me. I'm one more. Hoping I'ma be alright. My glasses fall. Catch me later on tonight. Yeah, I'm taking off. I've been hoping for this dopamine. My patience lost. I'm collecting what's been owed to me. I'm one more. Hoping I'ma be alright. My glasses fall. Catch me later on tonight. It's getting kinda ugly. Yeah, the tension here is crude. The writing's on the wall, you should learn to read the room. And the upper echelon regret what they've been doing. Ain't no pets alone, but they specialize in grooming. It's nothing to scoff at, discussion is often just brush it aside. Still, if you're talking, then maybe somebody will take all this gas and just set it on fire. The angel of death, he's strangling necks, I notice your pain. It's like you passed out at a party, it's written all over your face. Yeah, I'm taking notes. I've been hoping for this dopamine. My patience lost. I'm collecting what's been owed to me. I'm one more. Hoping I'ma be alright. My glasses fall. Catch me later on tonight. Yeah, I'm taking off. I've been hoping for this dopamine. My patience lost. I'm collecting what's been owed to me. I'm one more. Hoping I'ma be alright. My glasses fall. Catch me later on tonight. Yeah, I'm taking off. I've been hoping for this dopamine. My patience lost. I'm collecting what's been owed to me. But this way more left to settle. That is fatal. With a head
All right, it was Loose Logic with Dopamine.
Let's just start from this bass line. A lot of talent there. Very dope. I like clearly the flow, delivery, like it's all solid. We don't need to comment on that shit. The writing, dope. What was it? Like something about pets and grooming line. The fucking pass out at a party written on your face. Like, I think there was some bars in here. Here's for me where it fell a little short. I don't like the beat. It felt dated. It felt, like one of those contest beats. And I think the hook is probably my least favorite part about it, is like that secondary, like call and response, the secondary part, the effect you have on that, I'm not a big fan of, where it's just like, yelling in a garage or whatever. And maybe that's just my fucking, Dice knows I hate the high pass. Maybe I just hate all the effects. I don't know. Maybe I'm a crumpy old grandpa. I don't fucking know. But just that call and response thing, it wasn't as catchy to me. And ironically, at the very end, when you're just kind of fucking around and kind of doing that, sounded great. I was like, that should be the hook. Maybe figure out how to do like a not fuck around version of what you did there. That sounded great. I'd listen to that shit all day on the hook. Just my first observations. It's so dope to give it anything less than an 8, but I wanted to like it more.
My issue with the hook is that it's too soft for this song. It's like very softly sung, and I feel like if it was grittier or just more aggressive, it would match the energy of the raps a whole hell of a lot more. Like, the verses are solid. I don't mind the beat that much. I do agree. It does sound a bit dated, but I think the thing with the hook that just I didn't find appealing was it's just very softly sung. And knowing Luce's voice cadence capabilities, I don't know if he can add grit to it. So I would say if you're gonna leave it lyrically where it is, get somebody else with like a little bit more gravel in their voice to sing it and really bring out the power in it, because it feels very subdued the way that it's performed right now. I'll give it an 8 because of that, because I think everything else about the track works, but the hook doesn't fit for me.
Yeah, I like this overall. I can see where Dice is coming from. I liked all of the energy and stuff throughout it, but it definitely would do more justice for the song to have the hook, like, really coming out too, and like gravelly, like, and you get that aggressive on some of your bars too, like when you're hitting, and I know that you're probably going to see like when you're hitting them, because you're one of the guys that moves his hands around when he raps, but like a lot. But I feel like if you really dig into that a little bit more in the hook, it would just only make this whole song holistically better. I liked it though. Overall, I thought that the structures were good. You had different varied flows throughout it, good different pace variations, different I guess emotion throughout it, but your flow is always good as hell. Like, so it's I can just sit here and stroke your ego if you want me to. You probably do. So fucking awesome rap, fucking bomb ass flow, tight as fuck. I like this. I agree with the energy. It could be up in the hook. Yeah, I'm at a 9. I think that's good too. God, you flow so good, but you also have a Midwest sound to me, so I love Loose Logic.
All right, we got a gifted sub from Doza, so play that first, and then after that we'll get 32X up here. So here's the other Doza song. This is called "You Don't Have to Be Alone" with new drums.
Hold on, Dice.
Holding.
This title would give the impression that this man recorded a thing, maybe listened to some feedback, maybe shared it around, maybe heard it a second time and said, maybe I'll change a thing. Have you ever heard of that happening? Somebody going back and like doing any sort of QC to their song?
That's insane. Why would anybody submit their songs to review streams, get feedback, and then actually apply the feedback? That's unheard of.
That's fucking wild because we've been doing this for like 2.5 years and we're like, oh, you're doing this one thing consistently. Like maybe just don't do that and you'd be great. And they're like, fuck you. I'm going to do this every time from now until forever. Yeah. I think it's much better to just be like, okay, here's my first take. I'm going to leave all the breaths in there. I'm going to, make sure the fire alarm's going off in the background, submit, done. Never looking at it again.
What's that you say? You can't hear my vocals? I'll continue to play guitars loudly over my vocals.
Every time.
All right. Here's You Don't Have to Be Alone.
I like the title. You already got me.
I like that there's new drums and not old ones.
Yeah. We on some switching up the game shit. Why y'all sucker ass bitches on that lame shit? I promised I wouldn't go change shit, but my pockets got shifty.
Oh, I didn't see you there, Kuiper.
Cause now we eating up the traffic. I put the bar so high, man, they won't never get past it. Tracks of Rockefeller on my dame dad shit. I move with confidence, now that's a made man shit. Yup, 3 words and it's fuck 'em all. I've run through him like an RB when he tucked the ball. A Vince Carter when he dunked the ball. Even if I had 10 middle fingers, I can't fuck with y'all. Nah, keep them off before we start a war. I sons you like the author of the Art of War. You'll find me where they have not explored. You got some great value hits, but I like Target more. Boy, you couldn't keep up with my practice. Don't act shit, I'm known to stay deep in the action like bad chicks in movie clips. My album like a moon eclipse is world shaking, groundbreaking, every reason to exist. My paper thick just like a movie script, cause I'm the only one that do it like I do it, bitch. So don't hate me, embrace me. Your girl wanna hit, you gotta play me. Fuck them all if they don't like this. I write this while blooded ink drip from my tight fist. I gets they attention just like a tight chick with wide hips, but I admit no better than what I is. Just give me time, I promise I'm gonna make it where the sky is. My dripping on Poseidon, my pen been on that Midas. I get the club shaking like I gave him arthritis, but looking at the game, I'm like the only author riding. So what's a giant to a titan? I'm coming for my spot whether or not you bitches like it. So tighten up before the night end, cause when I'm finished, I'm gonna live it up in Zion. Yeah, dropping bullshit like a bison, but lucky me, I got the spirit of a lion. And my girl is a Leo. They say life's a bitch, well I got me a little libido. Boy, that she know I'm about to swim in it, need a speedo. My ego see no competition, all I see is me, ho. Yup, there we go. Walking around just like the world is one big ass casino. Yup, it's going down wherever we go. We balled in it like a patient getting chemo. So you don't gotta worry. It's DOZA, and I'm here to tell a story.
Right, that was Doza with You Don't Have to Be Alone. Shout out to Dallas, down the street. Or down around the corner, one of the two. I like this one a whole lot more than the other one. Not that the other one was bad, but I think this one was I'm in Dallas. The other two knuckleheads are elsewhere in the country. Oregon and Michigan. Two things that I would criticize about this. I would have brought the drums in at 37 seconds, and I would have had a little bit more variety in that vocal sample of like kind of making it disappear sometimes and then bringing it back. But overall, I think this is a dope track. I give it a 9.5.
I like this. I think that, like I said in the chat, I really, really love your vocal. I love your tone. I think that it has that good, like, it's almost like a vocal fry, like pushing your tone to that tension limit where it's, almost going to crack, but it doesn't. So I like it. You have a nice little swing on it too, and you're really, really good with the enunciations and the inflections throughout your flow. It really makes it feel like you're just more of a confident, like matter of fact motherfucker. Like that's how I feel like your flow is, but not too confident where it needs to be, aggressive or showing off. But I think that this is a fun little catchy vibe too. Overall, I like this. I'm at a 9 for this. So this is pretty good. God, I really like your fucking voice.
All right. So, God damn it. Yeah, the confidence in the delivery drives this. Like, that's the strongest thing you have going for you is like your confidence shines through in the delivery, and it's just so clear. It's almost like I'm smiling along with you, like I can hear you're just like, yeah, like, so I'm here for it. For me, like Dice said, I needed the drums to come in earlier. Like it just kind of felt like it took too long to get there. But once the drums started going along with the sample, I was like, all right, I like this. I did wish there was a little bit more to the sample, right? Like, because I've heard that sample before. I'm totally spacing on what song it is, but that's like a pretty well-known sample. And it wasn't like pitch shifted at all. It's just that's the sample. So fuck. I'm struggling. I liked it. Your confidence is there. I think the writing was decent, but I liked your writing on the last one more. I'd give it an 8. That's where I'm at.
Ooh. Sorry. Got a little excited there. Shout out to Denzel.
As far as the suggestions, I think like maybe some sections where you take the sample out, maybe add some hi-hats, maybe you pitch shift it down for like that section in the middle where it's just the sample, right? I don't know. Yeah. Doing something different.
I just think the drums should have came in at like that 37-second mark. You made us wait 4 more bars before we got a little bit of something. But I could see like pitching it down, taking them in or taking them out and adding them back in. Just something a little bit more dynamic than just having it constant would just make especially on a first time listen, like, oh, this is interesting, there's change here, and then it puts the focus more so on your vocals rather than just the sample playing over and over again, and people just falling into that lull of, okay, this is the track and that's all it is, it's never going to evolve beyond that. So just some little change ups here would just like add those elements to it.
More specifically, as I'm like processing how I felt about the lyrics, like I didn't know how to describe what I was feeling, but I'm going to try. I think your confidence allows you to say fucking whatever, and then Dice is going to like love it because he's like, yeah, sounds great. And the beat, I like it. Boom, done. Like he doesn't listen to shit like that. For me, like it was structured as a bar verse, and I didn't necessarily feel like there was bars per se. There was like confidently spoken things, if that makes sense.
That's all you need is confidence, Bird.
It's not like there's punchlines on it, but you're kind of setting it up as punchlines. And I think it has to do with the spacing, where you're like, ba-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Does that make sense?
Who needs punchlines, right? Just be confident.
Just it sounded like it was trying to be a punchline song, and especially with the sample going the whole time, it made me feel like there was going to be like, oh, some clever fucking punchlines here.
Yeah, I agree with Versace. You can't hear the bars. You need to listen closely.
All right, maybe it's a me thing.
All right. Shout out to Kuiper for another gifted sub, but I'm gonna play 32X so that they don't hang out too long, and then we'll play Kuiper's other track. This is called Ultraviolet. You bet, man.
running out. What she waits for, baby, what you waits for. Years I was looking for my hours just to play more. Put your shirt on from the past life. Baby, I was young, but I don't ask twice. Cause I'm sitting back like I changed times. You can see the bloom from foreign eyesight. I don't know. Can you tell? I shut it off and I start working what I know now. Working down, watching flowers working out the town. And then I'm looking back, I don't cover fast. I find a need to attach it today. Tomorrow's gonna come, leaving ash in the wake. Holding on this coat, baby, permanent stake. They keep me wide awake, rising up from the flames.
There's that big shift.
All right, Ultraviolet.
Look, unique. The sample way too loud. It overshadowed a lot of your vocals. And look, I liked parts of it. I liked the sound, kind of like chat saying, Kuiper in the chat is saying like, I'm confused. Because ultimately that's kind of what it felt like, is just a lot of things were happening. And you're like, okay, this makes sense. Does it make sense while this is happening? And oh shit, now this is happening too. Fuck. Yeah, you just took off like 4 masks of the Scooby-Doo villain and found out that it was the first mask all along. It's just a lot, man. It kind of felt like somebody just found the first what do you call that? What do you call that fucking music the Fly Piper uses? Like a bunch of those 90s singers use to fuck with their voice.
Talk box.
Talk box. Found like somebody just bought a talk box and you and like, you know, your girl homie was like, you want to fuck around with it? I got this weird sample and I put some drums to it. And then you guys just kind of did that for a half hour and you're like, sounds kind of good, right? And you're sort of right. It does sound kind of good, but it doesn't necessarily feel like a whole song that was thought out, if that makes sense. I'm just going to give it a rating. First initial impression, a confused 7.5 with a, all right.
Here's my thoughts on this. I guess question, if you can respond, is did you self-produce this? I'm assuming you did, just by the nature of what I'm hearing. I like the swing of the drums. I think the swing of the drums is what makes people like, okay, there's something here. Like you can nod your head along to it. It sounds kind of funky, the bass line that you have. And even when it pitched down at the end, it still kind of worked. I think the thing that is perplexing is it's very busybody in the soundscape. There's like a lot going on, and as a listener, you don't know what to focus on. Like you've got these vocals happening, and then you've got effects on the vocals. You have this sample happening. The sample's kind of like in reverse and all this other stuff. There's like a lot going on, and it's hard from especially on the first listening perspective to kind of like dial in, okay, what should I focus on first? Because if I focus on this beat, then I'm not paying attention to what you're saying. If I focus on what you're saying, then the beat is kind of distracting. So I think there needs to be a little bit less going on in the melody, in the production side of things. Like if you can keep that drum swing going, but like do a little bit less sonically with the music portion of it, I think it'll help the vocals to kind of thrive in this atmosphere. And then the other thing I think is like, I think the effects are, I don't want to say they're too much, but they don't feel like they've added anything to the feel of the song. Like it feels like you've either turned on auto-tune or a talk box for the sake of just having it there. When I think, especially with the female vocals, the singing sounds pretty interesting. And I wonder if maybe like just some heavy reverb and some delays would go a long way rather than just saying auto-tune. And I feel like, not focused on you, I feel like that's just like a general thing that we tell people is like, okay, yeah, it's easy to turn on auto-tune, put it on these settings, turn the retune speed all the way up. But I think there's just as much more interesting things that you can do with reverb and delay and stutters than what people get out of auto-tune or pitch correction just in general. So I would say like, play with different effects and see how it sounds rather than that effect. It was an interesting listen, just I think confusing from my perspective, and that's why I would give it a 6. It's hard to kind of grasp on the first pass through.
Yeah, I'm kind of where Dice is at too. I agree. I feel like there was a lot of different unique elements in this, and it was like I wanted to love it. Excuse me. And then it was hard to because it was confusing. I feel like I was confused. But I still, could feel, the rhythmic drive throughout it and such. Like obviously, I was still bopping my head and everything to it. There was a lot of originality through it. I think that the mix is really hard on it. Kind of the same thing with some of Kuiper's mixes. I feel like it has kind of the same quality where it's a little bit crunchy. So, definitely fix that, make the texture overall better, in the whole holistic, like engineering part of it, and everything. But I'm at a 6. I didn't hate it. I think that it's a good foundation. I think that it's, definitely eclectic. And I think that it's got a lot of unexpected elements in it, that could be good if they're put more cohesively together.
Use your powers for good, not evil. That's what we're trying to say.
Yeah, be nice.
A little
Don't be a
evil
dick.
right now. No problem. All right.
Don't confuse us. I get mad when I'm confused.
Really? Like if you're driving around and you get lost, you start to get angry and just like bang on the steering wheel.
I mean, no, like I don't like not like that.
Where the fuck am I?
No, I just fucking pull over. I get lost all the time.
I know.
Beaver knows this. You know this.
Well, I don't know that. I didn't let you. Well, they wouldn't let me let you drive.
Right.
I was just told whenever we were going somewhere, like give Dice the keys, and I'm like, okay.
I'm like, what the hell?
Safety issue at that point.
Listen, it was one accident almost, and like I just got lost a lot.
I think those are two.
How many accidents do you need before you're like, you're right? Someone else should drive.
Funny story. I had a boss one time, and I think I've told you guys about it, but he was like missing his leg below the knee on one of them. And like he loved to, whenever they would come into town for work, that he would rent the car and drive. And then they got into a car accident and everybody's like, yeah, probably not a good idea to let the guy with the artificial leg to be the one driving. Just saying. So he was.
Not when you have full leggers.
Yeah, you've got other people with, flesh legs that could probably, feel things. Because I think he like ran into the back of somebody, got heavy footed. Pun intended. Totally.
Oh, that's metal, man.
All right.
Oh my God.
Kuiper, gifted sub. Possibly on the album, not a fan of some things. The song he sent before was a little bit older. Would like to think that the production has improved tiny bit. When You Cry demo.
Lucille.
Just know I'm terrified. All the secrets that we had just left to ride. Please don't ever let it die. Memories we had are slowly fall apart. I hate it when you cry. Those crystal tears of yours just leave me mortified. They'll beat me down when nobody's around, till I'm black and I'm blue. No, I lost it with you. Oh, I fear, I know you'll cheer when I'm gone. Is this all that you wanted? Girl, load up your gun, I'll be your biggest target. I fear I can't swim underwater, you'll just let me falter. I fear, oh God, why'd you let this shit just go up in the wind? I'm tired, could you tell me what the hell's your problem? What gives? You just let it die. Everything I had, you let it fall apart. I love it when you cry, cause I'll keep your tears, I'll wipe them from your eyes. They'll beat me down when nobody's around, till I'm black and I'm blue. No, I lost it with you. Oh, I fear, I know you'll cheer when I'm gone. Is this all that you wanted? Girl, load up your gun, I'll be your biggest target. I fear I can't swim underwater, you'll just let me falter. I fear, is this all that you wanted? Girl, load up your gun, I'll be your biggest target. I fear.
Alright, that was When You Cry by Kuiper.
I'm gonna be real honest here. I would have preferred an acapella. Like, this was so good vocally, and the beat made no sense. For what it's worth, the mixing sounded fine. Like, I could clearly hear your vocals over that monstrosity, but holy fuck did I hate the beat. It was everything that was wrong in the world. I bit into a poison apple, and now I'm spending the remainder of my 7 days on the couch, puking my fucking guts out and wishing for a world that had Kuiper go over somebody else's instrumentals.
He could have traded beats with Nick Bonin on this one.
Can you just do me a favor? Please, just give us your vocals or put them in the lounge. Like, let me try. I don't know, my first ever Fruity Loops beat with this vocals and just compare. Let's just see.
Jacob.
I'm not saying I'm better or I'm good. But God damn it, Kuiper. This is an angry 5. This isn't a shrug 5. This is an angry 5. Because that's a fucking hit. Vocals alone. Do it a cappella. Put it on the album a cappella.
Yes, Nick Bonin, you should produce a Kuiper track. The same way that we've tried to get Casper to produce a Kuiper track. The same way we've tried to get everybody to produce a Kuiper track. And Kuiper's like,
listen, I got a Jacob template. Send me them and I'll just slide them right in.
I like the guitar playing on this one, admittedly, but I think everything else was just super busy for some reason. And I say for some reason, and what I really mean is you liked it for some reason. And you said that you thought your production has gotten better. And it's not that it's a bad beat. I just don't think it fits the tone of the track, right? It's just so much happening. It's almost like the last track that we listened to by 32X. There's just so much happening that I'm like, why? What is the value add to the overall feeling of the song? Because you've got a good song, good melodies, and then you just have all this shit happening. Like, it's like I'm trying to watch a news interview of like a bank robbery, and the newscaster's interviewing the teller, and then there's an alien abducting a cow in the background, and then somebody humping a puppet. Like, okay, what do I focus on here? The interview, the alien, or the cow, or the puppet? Like, what's going on?
The puppet fucking, for sure.
The puppet fucking is probably going to get my attention. You're right, D-Bird. But I should be paying attention to the interview, which is you singing, and I'm not. And that's where I think the problem lies, is that you need, and I say this very respectfully, you need somebody to listen to your music and tell you, does this work? You need an executive producer. And I'm not saying that you need to do it for this album that you're putting it together, but I think you should highly consider, like, and we've said this before about like people who are artists, producer, engineers, like people who wear multiple hats. Like, ask yourself, do you really know what's best sounding for your music, or do you need somebody to say, I don't think that works in that regard? Because I think if you have somebody that you trust in your corner that says, you know what, Kuiper, that sound on that beat, that really doesn't work. Like somebody that you trust their opinion on, I think it will do wonders for your next project. Because I feel like that quality aspect of like uncertainty and you just moving forward with it is what's holding some of your tracks back. I don't hate this. I like that I can hear the vocals. 7. Definitely a confused 7.
I'm confused 7. Yeah, the beat, I'm like, come on. And the beat feels like it's, it's just hollow and it's behind and stuff. I want your vocals mixed better too. I'd love to see Jacob mix your vocals, but I understand not wanting to send out vocals. I don't like sending out raw vocals. It makes me feel like they're just naked. It's like my whole soul is, you hear me goat screaming into a mic like over and over and over and over again. Like Dice has listened to me probably so out of tune, so out of key. Like it's so nerve-wracking. So I definitely understand too, not wanting to, but I would definitely suggest finding somebody that uses your program that mixes, sound like you, that actually sounds like they have a good mix, and maybe talk to them about template, definitely would be helpful for a good base for you. Definitely look for, if you don't want to send out your vocals, try to find a mentor. I think that would be your best bet thing, a pro at what you're at when you're trying to mix. So I don't know if you use Pro Tools, Fruit Loops, Ableton.
Here's the thing, Kuiper. I know that I'm a huge proponent of paying people for their time, but you said like an hour ago you just formed a collective. Is there nobody in your collective that you would trust to say, hey guys, I just finished a song, give me your thoughts? Or is it a problem of like those guys are also saying like, yeah, this is fire, and you just need to add somebody else to your collective? Not everybody's gonna like come out of the gate and say, I want your money in order to exchange the service, but it's all about like networking and finding like people who, like, there's probably somebody sitting on our Discord who just likes listening to music, and they might like your music, and you just say, hey, every time I finish a song, can I send it to you for your opinion? That is your executive producer there. They may not like fully wear that hat of like telling you like what artwork and what producers to work with, all the other shit, but it's like finding the like little pieces here and there of like, okay, this person can provide this value, this person can provide that value, but they charge me, and like finding your balance of what works for you. It's not saying open up your wallet and spend tons of cash. It's saying use the resources and that you have. You already have a personality. We fucking talk to you every week. I've seen you like hop in voice chats with random strangers and just start busting out songs. So use that little Brazilian personality of yours and make some shit happen.
I mean, I guess in a weird way, you could argue that we are acting as the executive producer.
He doesn't trust us.
But he doesn't trust us.
He doesn't trust us. Yeah.
Like, we can easily do that, and we do week after week give you our unvarnished, honest first impression. Get that fucking beat out of there. That's my executive producer opinion.
Yeah. I'm at a 7. Take the beat out or fix it up a little bit. I would love to hear your vocals just get mixed a little bit better. Yeah. If anybody has a FL template for I don't know how you describe his vocal. Rock, pop, alternative indie.
It's like alternative indie is what I would call it. He reminds me of a more modern Sum 41.
Yeah, that's like a pop rock alternative indie guy.
I hear like senses fail.
Yeah.
The voice of a freaking saint and needs a good damn mix.
I think the Nick Bonin Kuiper collab could be really interesting.
Yeah.
Just from a like, if Nick produced that, like, sure, sending the raw vocals is scary, but literally send that to Nick. He's gonna build a beat around it. Probably even do it on stream with you or like live. Just be like, hey, does this work? Does that work? Boom. I think that is your next hit. I genuinely do. You just have to find a different beat.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say I don't even think he needs to send raw vocals. I think he just needs to send his wet vocals to a producer and say, make me a better production. and hear how it sounds when something is produced around his vocals, as opposed to like contriving something in his mind. And this, like he said, he has bad habits. He needs to just figure out how to get out of those habits that are getting him in this endless loop, and just see what it sounds like.
Well, just know that all this comes from a place of love. I genuinely do look forward to hearing your songs. And sometimes it's fun to get mad at the pieces that if you removed them, you know, now the cancer's gone. You want to be cancer free, don't you? Talk to Nick Bonin. Dr. Nick.
Nick Bonin is chemotherapy.
he's something.
I'm gonna save Nick as that in my phone. Just if he ever calls me, it'll just say it's something.
you have his number? Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
I saved several people as random things that remind me who it is.
What are we saved as?
Nikki, Joe, and D-Bird.
Okay.
But all Almighty VA right now is a black guy who raps.
I have you Paradise iPhone, Paradise Flip Book, I think is what I called it. Flip Book here.
Flip, it opens. Open.
I have you as Paradise Flip Book, and then I had a different phone. I have like 3 dice numbers. I don't know.
Nikki Joe, WCR singer, Detroit.
Shout out Detroit.
I mean, if you ever need to know, let me look up what singers.
Yeah, full first and last Paradise rapper. Yeah.
Thank you guys. Really makes me melt inside.
Because we were meeting in person as strangers for the first time, I needed to make sure I got the, you know, full governments in there before my, you know, here's how I know them.
Governments are overrated.
Yeah, and I realized I never even got Nikki's on there, but
I know we watched the trailer first. I was like, I laughed so hard at the last thing.
Yeah. I was like, wait, is it not Joe?
We've talked about this.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're out of music unless somebody has something else that they would like to hijink into. Any happenings?
What other stupid names you got in your phone?
I got a lot of like mean names, so I don't answer the phone. If you do me wrong, I'll add a note in there.
I wonder. Okay, here's an interesting. How many girls, like every girl has do not answer, right, in their phone?
I don't know. Let me look.
I wonder if.
No, I do not.
Do not answer. Because also there is an element of like, oh,
Don
delete
Hammer
it or block it.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I don't have a lot of like off-color names because most people don't call me, or I don't have a lot of text messages happening. So like the random people that do text me, it's a very short list. There's probably like 3 people who text me regularly. That's it. And it's not even like everyday text. So I don't have a lot of, I would probably have more chaotic names. I've renamed people more chaotic things on Discord than I have, or Instagram than I have on my actual phone. Like Rogue Jepson is called Freak Bob on my Instagram.
Nice. It's a solid
And
name.
then my brother's Babalooey, so I have Babalooey, and then with like a bunch of A's and W's and stuff.
No.
But...
What's up,
When
Swagling?
I was out there collecting phone numbers as a young gentleman.
Whore.
Led to a lot of interesting names.
Girl who smells funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a past life. Don't need to dive into that. Yeah. I was like looking through the names. I was like, no, I can't share these.
Guy with cross-eyed.
I have a lot of Wally.
I just think that like when you're meeting somebody, especially in like a bar situation or like, you know, off the internet, if it's like a Tinder or Bumble thing, then it's important to like put little descriptors, right? Like here's how I know this specific person. Otherwise, like you forget which one it is.
Well, see, that's your first problem is you're meeting people.
Yeah, I have people.
Not anymore.
Gross. Who does that?
Yeah, unfortunately,
because he gets like a new number every time he comes to America. So I have Rogue American 1, Rogue American number 2, Rogue American number 3, Rogue 2, Rogue. Like too many times.
Unfortunately, for all the other random names in my phone, Kelsey Bumble Baggage Cocoa Krispies has taken me off the market.
Oh. Hold on, I got something for that.
Boo!
Boo.
Sorry, hoes. Taken.
He's like gonna clothesline people.
All right. Well, if there's nothing else, we will get out of here. We'll see you guys on Sunday, and we'll do the subscriber thing again on next Wednesday. But jump in the Discord if you want to get a little wild and crazy with the lounge rats, or we have happening music sections as well. Oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but also shout out to Kyle Moody for winning the production tournament, Beats and Bops.
Oh, wow.
Great production from Kyle Moody. Maybe he can compete for Producer of the Year. Guy's got some fucking slappers. When people ask me who I thought would win, I definitely had Kyle Moody, Gonzilla, and Noir up there. Kyle has been swinging for home runs ever since the comp started, so check him out.
I'm gonna have to go back and listen to some of those beats. Admittedly, I wasn't, in album mode or any of that, so I wasn't really looking for beats, which made me not go into the tournament. But honestly,
what specific channel name is that, so we all know to go check out all the beats?
It has been moved to, let me find it real quick. Where did it go? It's in the official stuff, and it's called, I should rename it right now. Let me rename it now. God damn it.
Yeah.
Doing it live.
Okay. Production tournament tracks. I'll just call it that. That's easy.
Product.
Gucci, Fendi, Prada.
All right. It's there under the official channel, production tournament tracks. We also have the Square Up tracks still there if you've never heard those. Those are also on our SoundCloud. I'm not going to upload the production tournament tracks just because we sampled some stuff. We reused some vocals. Don't want to get, a little X mark on our radar. So check it out. Discord only. But yeah, we'll be back Sunday. Do this again. Catch us on the Discord. Anything else, guys?
That's it.
All right.
Come hang out with us.
Well, if anybody hasn't seen and you're just out there hanging out, we'll play the last mixtape trailer documentary that we filmed a couple years ago before we get out of here. So watch that. If you haven't seen it, go check it out on Apple TV, Prime Video, or YouTube Movies. And also you can get a physical copy on Amazon Prime. So check it out. Leave us reviews. Tell your friends about it. And have a good one.
Peace out.
Lord knows I'ma give it all I got. I'm never giving in. If I rise to the top, it'll pay off in the end. Sometimes I feel lost, I don't know where to begin. And trying to stop. Yeah, I can do this.
D-Bird just mentioned to me this idea of going out to a mansion in Texas and recording an album, and that's kind of right up my alley.
People who've never met before in real life, putting them in a house and saying you have this much time to create an album.
Okay, it is a real place, yes.
Hell yeah.
White Collar Rhymes is exactly what it says. It's just, people who work jobs and rap.
Online collaboration's great and stuff, but like the actual feeling of being in the moment and creating yes, we got this, let's go. And it's a feeling like nothing I've ever experienced.
White collar bringing heat, we ain't even hit the peak.
It feels like we've known each other for years.
I've seen D-Bird on camera. I've seen his stupid little dab, and I hate it. I've seen Cody Nash, jittery and amped up when he's excited about, conspiracy theory he wants to talk about. I would have been more surprised if somebody behaved differently than what I've already come to know.
It's crazy to see you and you.
Soul of a golden god by my team, imagine the rapping and then wrote it off. No fraud, an MC and a sex beast trying to find find a balance, truly excel when I spread cheese. Yeah, I'm what the internet needs, but what the streets hate. It's my birthday, come blow the candle out on this beefcake. Stop lying, tell the truth. I am legend, this is the bar you measure to.
We didn't think this was real.
Maybe we should all just link up and do some music together.
How serious are we about putting together an album and then having it filmed?
To be honest with you, I have no idea what the last mixtape is.